CFM56 fan cowl doors opening procedure. Before working on the engine, safety precautions have to be taken in the cockpit. On panel 115VU, put a warning notice to tell people not to start the engines. On the overhead panel, panel 50VU, make sure that the on legend from the FADEC ground power switch is off and install a warning notice. Caution: do not attempt to open the fan cowl doors if the wind speed is higher than 96 km per hour, 60 miles per hour. First, unlock the 3 latches on the engine center line and start with the rear latch. For each latch, push the snapper and release the handle. Lift and support the door by hand. 2 hold-open rods are located inside the fan cowl door. Move the lock rings to release the hold-open rods from the stow brackets. Extend the hold-open rods and make sure that the red unlocking ring has disappeared after extension of the hold-open rod. Extend the hold-open rods to hold the doors open at either the 40° or 55° position. Attach the hold-open rods to the attach brackets on the engine case. The second half is opened in the same way. CFM56 thrust reverser cowl doors opening procedure. Caution: do not attempt to open the thrust reverser doors if the wind speed is more than 40 knots. First, deactivate the thrust reverser system. Push and hold the hydraulic control unit, HCU lever, to the forward frame and install the safety pin to put the thrust reverser system out of operation. Note: to lock the hydraulic control unit for maintenance, use a lockout pin with red remove before flight flag and not the HCU quick release pin. Note: before connecting the hydraulic hand pump, read the instructions written on the safety plate located nearby the quick disconnect of each thrust reverser half. On the engine center line, release the 4 latches. Push the snap to free the latch handle. Then, pull down on the latch handle to disengage the latch hook from its attachment point. Caution: do not use a hydraulic hand pump with a flow rate higher than the aircraft maintenance manual maximum limit, and make sure the hydraulic hand pump is filled with the correct oil type. Remove the dust cover from the quick disconnect and connect the hand pump. Make sure that the quick disconnect flexible hose tube is correctly connected to the hydraulic junction box. Operate the hand pump to pressurize the opening actuator until the reverser half reaches the 35° position. Warning: sudden closure of half doors can cause serious injury to personnel. All personnel must be clear from under and between half doors during opening and closing of the reverser. When the door is open, remove the quick release pin that attaches the hold-open rod to the upper bracket. Move the hold-open rod from the upper bracket and attach it with the quick release pin to the bracket of the door forward frame. Warning: you must hold each half door open with the hold-open rod to prevent serious injury due to accidental closure. Release the pressure on the hydraulic pump and let the fluid from the actuator drain back into the hydraulic pump reservoir. Wait approximately 1 minute before removing the hydraulic pump flexible hose from the quick disconnect on the hydraulic junction point. CFM56 thrust reverser cowl doors closing procedure. Operate the hand pump to pressurize the opening actuator and to take the load off the hold open rod. Disconnect the quick release pin from the bracket of the forward frame. Attach the hold open rod to the upper or lower bracket on the adapter ring assembly with the quick release pin. Caution: install the quick release pin with the head facing outwards to prevent damage. Open the relief valve on the hand pump to let the thrust reverser door close. Push the thrust reverser doors together to engage the door latches. Push each latch handle closed until it snaps over center and the handle stays in the thrust reverser door slots. Disconnect the hose of the hand pump from the quick disconnect on the hydraulic junction box. Put the cap back on the quick disconnect. Make the thrust reverser serviceable after maintenance by removing the lockout pin from the hydraulic control unit, HCU, off position and moving the hydraulic control lever to the aft, HCU, not locked position. Make sure that the work area is clean and clear of tools or other items before removal of the access platform. CFM56 fan cowl doors closing procedure. Support the weight of the fan cowl door. Move the attachment lock on the rod assembly to release the hold-open rods from the attachment brackets on the engine. Move the hold-open rod assembly away from the engine case. Press the release lever and retract the hold-open rod assembly until the minimum extension is reached. Attach the hold-open rods to the stow brackets located on the fan cowl door. Make sure they lock into place on the attached brackets. Lower the fan cowl door slowly and press them together to engage the door latches. Close the latches starting with the front latch. Move to the middle latch and then to the rear latch. Make sure that all the latch handles stay in the fan cowl slots and are aligned with the adjacent fan cowl surface. Note: all the latches must be latched when the fan cowls are closed. Clean the area and remove the safety precaution signs.